Hey, welcome in to the KneckUp Live show. Once again, we're here in week 6 for the high school football roundup here in Southern Ohio. And I am your host, Rob Will. And alongside me is the chef, Will Robinson. And below me is Dingo the Wise. The Wise. So we're here to bring you some results from week 5. We're going to talk about some standings in the local area, some playoff rankings, and then we're going to lead you right into week 6 games. So we're going to kick it over to Will right now. Will, tell us about week 5 games. Let's go. Let's get some results.
All right, my main man. Okay, so for my main man, Dingo the Wise, Medford 14, Northwest 35. Medford did not get another win.
Wow.
But I got to tell you, it's all good. So Northwest gets their first. Is that their first win of the season?
No,
I believe.
no.
We'll figure that out later.
Yeah,
so
we'll
Gallia,
talk about that later. Northwest is rolling this year.
Northwest. Hey, I got some friends at Northwest. So Oak Hill 14, South Gallia 42. South Gallia gets the win over Oak Hill. Willisburg with the big win over Valley 42-7.
2 in a row, baby. 2 in a row.
Yeah, shout out to the Willisburgians. Ironton, listen, they are the truth. 41-0 over Bishop Hartley.
That's no joke at all.
My man.
That's
Bishop Hartley does not get shut out.
That's right. And we're going to talk about their opponent coming up this week, too, when Dingo gets to that. But,
Woo!
Let's
Waverly, West. Yes, my main man. Waverly and West, 35-28. West gets the win over Waverly. Ross
nice
and
SOC matchup.
Yes. Ross and Jackson. Ross beat Jackson 28-21. Whoa!
I didn't see that coming. Ross, that is the Butler County Rams, not from Ross County. They're from Butler County. So
okay.
It's a Division III school. So Jackson had their work cut out for them, had to travel up there. So, yeah, I was surprised at the result, but Jackson goes down.
Jackson goes down. Rock Hill 41, South Point 29. My game, Portsmouth 34, Colgrove 0.
The goose egg, man, that Portsmouth defense is for real, aren't they?
Yeah. It's for real. Mind you, their only loss is coming toward 5-0 undefeated Greenup County.
Right.
And that's 2 shutouts in a row.
Exactly. 2.
And no one predicted that over Cold Grove, but that's another story.
8 quarters of goose egg football for that defense. They're going to be looking to keep that alive going into this week, and we're going to talk about that game coming up.
Yeah.
Go on, Will.
Okay, so Green 42, Fairview 20. Green with the big win. Notre Dame 18. They take a loss to Shadyside, who had 48. A lopsided victory for Shadyside. Eastern Meds defeats East Tartan 42-0.
Dude, that was rough. And East has got another Eastern coming up this week. So they're trying to overtake the Easterns, but this week it's going to be really tough.
Yeah, man. As they say in Germany, Farfignugan.
Farfignugan.
Yes. Zanes Race 23 over Piketon 20. 23-20 in a close one. Gallia Academy goes down 40-7 to the mighty Fairland Dragons, but they did score on Fairland.
They did score on Fairland. Fairland and these next few teams are the teams that we've added to our following list this week. So
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we got Wellston 38 versus Alexander 14, and Beaver Eastern 27 at Southern 21. Beaver Eastern with a close one.
That's right, and Beaver Eastern, one of those teams at the top of the rankings. As I'll get into those, but first I want to get a little plug in here for the book, The Athlete's Mental Performance Journal, brought to you by Gene Collins and Jeff Ramey. They are the ones that allow us to do this podcast. They hooked me up with some swag last night, and we met at the one of the local restaurants.
Whoa!
And so that's nice. And Mr. Gene Collins hooked me up with a NeckUp checkup or NeckUp bracelet as well. So I got the swag. Guys, I need to talk to the CEO about getting you fixed up for that as well. There's some materials out there, and I want to get you guys geared up. So we'll talk to him about that and your salary as well. So
you guys are getting paid?
I forgot.
No, me don't speak English.
Forgot Dingo was listening. But anyway. All right, so standings. Let's take a look at them. Ironton, obviously, the big dog. They are up there. They're probably, of all divisions combined, they're one of the top teams in the state. There's no doubt about it.
No doubt.
They are a Division 5 team. They are 5-0. They are ranked number 2 in the region still. Last week they were behind Fairland, and this week Columbus Academy jumped over top of Ironton in the standings, even after Ironton defeated Bishop Hartley some big points. So Columbus Academy, look out, Region 19 for those guys.
Okay.
Ironton in second place there. And then we have Beaver Eastern. Beaver Eastern, 5-0. Another undefeated team. They are Division 7, and they are ranked number 1 in their region, number 17. So they are, region 27. So they stand on top of that region right now. They are the guys with the targets on their back. Fairland remains 5-0. They fall to number 3 in Division 5, Region 19. Rock Hill, Portsmouth, and Wellston all stand at 4-1. Rock Hill is number 7 in Division 6, Region 24. Portsmouth, number 9 in Division 5, Region 19. With a record of 4-1, they're ranked 9. That tells you how competitive and tough Region 19 is this year, with teams like Ironton, obviously the team that's on top now, Columbus Academy, Fairland up there undefeated, and then Harvest Prep in that division as well. So we'll talk about them in a minute. Wellston 4-1 in Region 19 as well. So there's another 4-1 team standing in there. They're ranked just ahead of Portsmouth at number 8. So if the season ended today, it would be Portsmouth playing at Wellston in round 1. Obviously, it's not the end of the season. We got a ways to go. And as we get nearer, we'll start looking at more projections and make some predictions on what's going to happen. The 3-2 teams this week, we've got Waverly, Jackson, Piketon, Northwest, and West. So Waverly, they are ranked number 7 at 3-2 in their Region 15. They are Division 4. So maybe not as competitive actually as the Division 5, Region 19. So a little bit bigger division, but at 3-2, they are ranked higher at number 7 than Portsmouth is at Division 5. Jackson, they're Division 3, ranked number 10 in their region. Piketon, another Division 5, Region 19 team. They stand at 3-2, and they're ranked 15. Northwest, another Region 19 Division 5 team. They are just ranked outside of the playoffs. But again, they're 3-2. They're ranked number 17. And again, they take the top 16 teams to the playoffs. So Northwest just on the outside looking in, but they've got a schedule that they can rack up some more points with if they get the wins. West, they are Division 6 this year. I think I misspoke earlier in the season when I said they were Division 5, but they are not. They are Division 6 this year, Region 24, and they are ranked number 4 in their region. Notre Dame and Berg are the 2 and 3 teams this week. Notre Dame ranked number 9 in their Division 7, Region 24 region, so they are in the playoffs at this point with a road game. Wheelersburg at 2 and 3 in that Division 5, Region 19. Usually you see Wheelersburg all season long right around the top 4, top 5 in this region. They're number 19 on the outside of the playoffs looking in. So they've got a hill to climb to get in there. They would still hope to get a home game, but Dingo's going to bring you the opponent they're coming up to see this week. So we'll just have to follow along with the Berg and see if they can overcome some of these hurdles and get into the playoffs. So then we'll step down to our 1 and 4 teams. Green, Oak Hill, East, and Memphis. And Will, I do apologize. I gave you an incorrect score for that Green game. Green actually lost the game last week. So my fault. You reported that incorrectly. Green lost 42-20 to Fairview. So I had that backwards.
Okay.
Unless I had the records backwards. It's one way. Everybody. People who know. Oak Hill 1-4, East 1-4, and Memphis 1-4. Memphis ranked number 25 in Region 19. Dingo, I don't know if they can make it out of that, buddy. I don't know. What do you think?
I think that we're not at the bottom of the sheet I'm looking at. So there's some hill to climb, but if there's a mule that can do it,
Oh, man. I like
Falconians.
Falconians. So East ranked 17, just on the outside of the playoffs. Green ranked 18, and Oak Hill ranked 24. Again, Memphis ranked 25. Valley, the only 0-5 team left on our sheet, and they are ranked number 23. They're a Division 6 team in Region 24, so they fall into the same bracket as West. And it doesn't look good for Valley, their schedule coming up. And we'll get into that right now. We're going to put this hat on as Dingo takes us through next week's game. So what you got, Dingo?
I got some very interesting matchups. I'm gonna read my paper backwards here, just to kind of build the anticipation.
Okay.
This week we got Wellston traveling to River Valley.
Okay.
We have Portsmouth at Chesapeake.
Oh, Will, give us the breakdown on that. What do you see on that?
So I look forward to Portsmouth continuing their trend with winning ways. The offense is looking good, and their defense has been lights out. No one expected a shutout with Colgrove, as powerful as their running game is, and as decent as their record is. So I look forward to Portsmouth trending upwards as they head towards Fairland and Ironton in the latter part of the season.
Back to you, Dingo.
All right, we got Notre Dame at South County. We have an interesting matchup. East travels to the Beaver Eastern.
That's right.
That's Battle of the East. Can't get any better.
Beaver Eastern looking to keep that 5-0 streak alive. They'll go to 6-0, I think, this week after
wow.
I think.
We have Green taking on Sims Valley.
I got no idea on that one.
Yeah, someone's got a coin somewhere. Flip it for us. So.
All right.
I got Green on the flip.
All right. Bobcats, baby.
We got D. Berg taking on Harvest Prep.
Woo.
Wow.
Woo.
But Lewisburg, obviously one of the toughest schedules. They played 3 opening games that were very tough. One they probably could have won, but they started off 0-3. Got a couple games where they were able to control the game well in the SOC, and now they're back to Harvest Prep. And they have not fared well against Harvest Prep at all, anytime. So this is going to be a tough one for Berg. I am sure they're ready. Coach Woodward's going to have those guys ready, fired up, but they got to travel to Harvest Prep this year. And I don't know if they play in the basement of the church or where they play, but it's going to be a crazy atmosphere there. I'm sure it'll be all Berg fans. Mm-hmm. All Berg fans will be up there.
Harvest Prep sounds like it's in the middle of a corn field.
It is. It is. It's going to be a wild matchup.
Well, we got the Great West travel to Medford, and the only thing I can comment as a Falconeer, I think that's the word we're using now. I don't know, but
Falconian, baby.
It's the thing I'll say is much like Falconet, we're still loading up. All right, we're gonna get there.
Yeah,
right.
It's going to take some time. But
takes a little time to load up. I mean, yeah, it's not dial up anymore, but it's still a little. It's got a little bit of lag. We'll say that.
Memphis is a great program, and the community is behind them for sure. They definitely have some brighter days.
And we are too. We definitely support all the local teams. So when we knock on someone, we're having fun, and
for sure,
it's what it's all about, is having fun. So
it sure is.
Back to you, Dingo. What you got next?
We got Northwest heading to the Great Valley. Maybe Valley can come up with some lucky magic. I don't know. They're hot. I know they took that loss a couple weeks ago, but I got a good feeling that Valley probably continues to 0-6 next week. That's just
gotcha. They probably will not defend the prison this week. I agree with you.
We have Piketon taking on Unioso this week. We have Oak Hill traveling to Waverly. Looks like Rock Hill at Belfast this week. Also, we have Jackson at Plank. And the two games that I chose to save last for good reason. We have Fairland taking on South Point. And we have the great Ironton Tigers taking on Football North.
Football North. What in the world is Football North?
It's not Football South, I can tell you that.
That is a team in Canada. Yes. And the team is supposed to be the top team in Canada.
They are.
Their only loss came to a team from the 49ers from Pennsylvania that I believe Ironton whitewashed 50-something-0.
Right. That's correct. The team from New York, I believe.
From New York.
Yeah. So, Football North, not the same team from Canada that they've been playing in the past. That team, I think, used to bring maybe a couple cases of beer down.
Right.
Travel around the country and just play some foosball, or whatever.
Right.
This is different. This is the best of Canadian football, and they're coming down to play the best teams they can find to play them in the United States, and one of them's Ironton. So, big game.
Shout out.
Ironton. Yeah,
big kudos.
I don't know. I don't know who's going to win that game, but I'm sure it's going to be a packed house. And
so I got
to pull for Ironton a little bit.
Yes. I'm going to jump off the limb. I'm going to say Ironton. The hype is real. We can all concede that Ironton is the best team right now in the 4 area, and we can all concede that they are to be commended for what they're building out there.
I agree. And I think Ironton is a boot to win this game.
Yep. It'll definitely give a little more insight on who Ironton really is.
Yep. And I think they're showing everybody each week a little bit more about who they are.
Yes.
That's really going to tell the story. So.
And the pipeline shows them only to be getting better in the future.
That's right. No doubt about it. That stuff builds and there's a trend with it, and it's going to continue, I believe. So, kudos to those guys. They're building it right, I guess. They're building it big and winning, that's for sure.
For sure.
Big Time book by Gene Collins and Jeff Ramey. What's it called there? The Athlete's Mental Performance Journal. You got to get it. You got to do it. Will, I'm going to get you a copy and some swag. Same to you, Dingo. Will, how was your day today? Did you have one of those Wednesday days?
I sure did. Yes, I had a great day. Sold Salisbury steak dinners, so many. A lot of loving families commenting on how delicious their food was. It's been a great day.
Right on. Dingo, college football on this weekend. What games are you looking at forward to?
Well, I'm going to have to point out the obvious. I'm interested to see what Buckeyes bring to Big Ten football this week. For me personally, a little upset last week. I'm hoping coming off a bye week we get those rankings down. Nothing against Marshall. I know they've been rising a little bit better these past couple years, but
yeah, they came out and fought like some what you call the thundering herd.
Yeah, they fought like a herd of thunders.
They did.
But I think seeing what Ohio State will actually bring to Big Ten this week, and I believe we travel up north this week. I believe.
Yeah. So it's on the road. Who we got? Purdue.
I'm gonna say that
Wisconsin.
Michigan State this week.
Michigan State, that's it. Yeah, I couldn't think about it. My mind's on high school football, and I'm still kind of depressed about the Bengals starting off 0-3.
Man, I'm sorry, man.
Whew. It's been rough for the Bengals, buddy. I tell you what, man, they probably should have beat the Chiefs.
Yes.
The team they played, and then the other two teams, they just decided not to show up on defense at all. Cannot get a stop, and they only needed one stop to win the game. Couldn't get it, not a single one. Shout out to Jaden Daniels, though. Is that his name?
Coming out party.
Unbelievable, man. He wanted to prove a point about Joe Burrow being his elder there at LSU, because all he heard about when he was at LSU was Joe Burrow this, Joe Burrow that. That dude came out firing. He's got a cannon. He was on point. And boy, if he escapes the pocket, wow.
Man, he is a rare breed.
Yes, Washington football team, Redskins, Commanders, whatever you want to call them, I think they got a bright future. So those fans are happy, and they had a good night Monday night. I did not. What you got there?
Oh, I think that says Baltimore. We're back on the winning side.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Those colors threw me off. Oh, that must be an Oreo shirt.
Yeah, it's the boat.
Okay.
Here you go.
If you like them, I love them.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, let's have a good weekend. Guys, go out there and cheer for your teams. Have fun. Be a positive role model out there when you're out there. So, guys, peace out.
Peace.
Peace.